Hey, best friends.
Welcome to the Bestie Advice Podcast. Where we discuss all things relationships.
Hey, besties. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, besties. Happy Thanksgiving.
Wow, we are so excited to have a special Bestie Advice podcast for you today, all about Thanksgiving, what we're thankful for. We're even going to touch a little bit on Friendsgiving. That's the newest trend out there. And then we want, Kiran and I, we want you guys to get to know us just a little bit better. So we're going to tell you our favorite Thanksgiving memories, and we're going to tell you what we're most grateful for. I am very grateful and blessed for my friendship with you, Kiran. I'm very blessed. I'm grateful for you.
Yes, I am thankful and grateful for you as well, Irene. And also grateful and thankful for our family and our loved ones. And there's so many different things out there that we should be thankful for. But just kicking it off, one thing that I can actually remember as far as with growing up and coming upon like this holiday season, this Thanksgiving season, is actually spending time as far as with my family for Thanksgiving. The tradition, and let's talk about tradition. Tradition as far as for my family, the Pickett, Jones, Hayes, Pitts, Reddick's family, we will all get together at my mom's house. That was considered my mother's holiday. Like each of her siblings had a holiday, and Thanksgiving was my mother's holiday. So her mom and dad, siblings, their spouses, their children, grandchildren, everybody would come over to my mom's house. Sometimes we're like 35, 40 deep at my mother's house. My mom will cook all of the food because my mama is my mama.
She's a good cook too. I taste a lot of her food.
My mom is an excellent cook.
Yes.
However, mama, you know I love you if you're watching this. But mama don't play. She don't play. Everybody can't bring everything.
No.
Mama wants things a certain way. Girl, down to cutting the cheese for the macaroni and cheese.
You have to get that grater out. You got to grate the cheese.
Look, don't grate like you got to do it like this. Not like but my mom, you know, she would cook everything. My uncle, he would always get a big turkey. You know, we get the honey baked hams. Mom would do all of the sides. My grandmother, a lot of times she'll do like the desserts. My mom's youngest sister, Felicia, she's an excellent cook as well.
She is.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So as the years have went on, she allowed Felicia to slide on in and help a little bit more or whatever. But I just love spending that time. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm talking, but I know it was more work for my mama. You know, the whole cleaning up process, getting the house together. Mom would start cooking at the beginning of the week and just being there with family, you know, with all of my cousins and playing games and watching movies and watching whatever football game or basketball game that may be on for that day. It was just a time to remember.
What about you? Yes.
What's some of the things that you all did as far as growing up?
Yeah, I would have to say that too. Thanksgiving was definitely, you know, my grandmother's favorite holiday, and she was a cook too. And so we did a lot of, I should say Thanksgiving and Christmas, but Thanksgiving, what I remember most is just smelling the food while she was cooking and being a taste tester. But everybody came to our house. My grandfather was a pastor, and people lived for my grandmother's homemade rolls her sweet potato pies. So we would have to do like an assembly line, making these rolls and the sweet potato pies, and all of our family would come. And so my favorite Thanksgiving memory actually was pretty recent. I would say recent as in the last 20 years. This was Thanksgiving 2008, I want to say it was. And it was one of the times where my I was married, my sister was engaged, my brother was in a serious relationship, my younger sister was in a serious relationship, and we were all there. And my grandmother was so happy because that's something that she wanted to see, like us mature and get older and come back home with our significant others. And we have this huge Thanksgiving with our family, you know, like her, my grandmother's nieces and nephews, my dad, everyone was there. And like you said, we played so many games, but it was just a special time. And I remember just her being so joyful. And so every Thanksgiving after that, I think about that time before, you know, of course she's passed away, but I think about how everybody was there. And I want to say that was probably the last Thanksgiving that we were all together as a family. But just having that tradition of cooking with her, I learned how to cook. You know, I kind of play people, Kiran, like I don't know how to cook, but I do because I don't want to cook. I was in the kitchen, grating the cheese, cutting the potatoes, cutting the sweet potatoes, you know, doing the picking the green beans, learning how to do all of that, dicing the onions and the bell pepper, you know. But I just remember being that Thanksgiving 2008 was like the last Thanksgiving where we were all together as one big family, and just the joy of being our family, laughing, playing cards, you know, just that good wholesome family time. It just means so much. And so now I want to create that vibe for my family.
Absolutely.
So what are you doing to kind of create those memories for your family around Thanksgiving?
So, so my husband and I actually have been married 20 plus years. So if you can imagine, my mom has been doing this for years. So prior to me meeting my husband and all of that, even after we got married, you know, we would still come over to my mom's house because again, this is Thanksgiving, right? So I want to say it might have been maybe Thanksgiving, maybe like 2007, 2008. And my husband was like, so change of plans. So we're not gonna go to your mama's house this year?
Oh no.
Do you know I cried?
Oh my God.
I cried because I'm like, wait, pause. No, that's what we do every year. But I got what he was saying. He was like, Kiran, I love going over your mother's house. You know, we would even go over to his aunt. His aunt lived down the street from my mom. We would go over to his aunt's house, get dessert over there. You know, one big happy family. But he was like, we need to start creating our own family traditions. And I got what he was saying, but that was hard for me to do. I called my mom, where you coming? But I got over it.
Oh my gosh, I've been there. I so understand.
So I get as far as, you know, when you have, you know, your own immediate family and then you get married, you have your own children. Sometimes it's about creating your own family traditions because you want your family, your children to create their own family traditions. So for a couple of years, we did do it at home. You know, we would have dinner at home. I would cook at home. And then we may go over to my mom's house like the next day or whatever. But I do want to share this, Irene. I remember this is one holiday that I won't forget, one Thanksgiving holiday that I will not forget. My mom called herself going to switch things up for the holiday, right? And she said she wasn't going to cook all of that traditional food.
Oh no.
So she didn't do any macaroni and cheese. She didn't do any greens. I don't even think we had, oh my God, I don't even think we had dressing. My mom, she made a homemade cranberry sauce. Now, her homemade cranberry sauce is the bomb.
Yeah.
She did like this string bean mix, but it was a string beans. I know it had like cranberries in it. Wasn't a traditional dish, put it that way. Wasn't a traditional dish. She did potato salad, not sweet potatoes. When I tell you, my uncle blew a gasket. Where's the such and such at?
Right.
Where's the macaroni and cheese? Made my mama mad. And he was like, this is Thanksgiving. My mom was so upset. But that was the last year she did that.
You
That was the
know,
last year. It's like my family looks forward to my mom's cooking, look forward to the traditional food. So to come there and you in shock, like, wait.
I was gonna say Christmas, you can play around with different. Thanksgiving, you can't do that. No.
Yes, Thanksgiving, you cannot do that. So as far as with my family, especially going back probably the year before the pandemic. So that was Thanksgiving 2019. My mom had decided that year, she was like, you know what, I don't want to do the big Thanksgiving dinner or whatever. She was like, I'm tired. She said, and I get it. She's cooking for 30 plus people. So she said she wasn't going to do it. So I went on ahead and I cooked dinner as far as for my family here. And I did everything, you know, I didn't do the big turkey. There's only 4 of us, but I got me some turkey wings and some turkey legs.
Wait,
you know,
I think me and you had a conversation
yes,
on.
Absolutely. And it was the bomb. I had my macaroni and cheese, my candy yams, you know, or whatever. I mean, me. Now I did get my auntie to make that dressing. I have not gotten that dressing down pat, and I'm not gonna play with it. Oh, but everything else,
understand.
Everything else, you know, I did. And then the same thing with last year. You know, last year, Irene, we was all in the pandemic. Now, if you was at somebody's house for Thanksgiving, you probably shouldn't have been.
No.
But that
how
was
many commercials
year.
did we see? Like the governor kept saying, "Stay at home." I'm like, oh my God.
That's when they really started pushing to the stay at home because they thought those numbers were going to go back up. But what about you? Like, what have you all started?
Well, so I mentioned the last Thanksgiving that we all had together was 2008. Well, when I say that, I mean like my family and then my extended family.
Yeah.
And like my dad and his cousins, like it was huge.
Yeah.
But we had went back and forth to my grandparents several times after that, but everybody wasn't there.
Yes.
And so once my grandparents fell ill, my grandfather passed in 2011, and my grandmother went to live with my sister, we switched it where my family would not host Thanksgiving, but we would host Christmas. So Thanksgiving went to my mother-in-law, Mitchell's mom. So then she picked up Thanksgiving. And so we continued to go over there. I would say we went strong over there since 2011, like going, you know, that was her holiday. And we spent Thanksgiving solely with her. But prior to that, I have to say I was extremely blessed because even though my grandmother hosted Thanksgiving, Mitchell's family would come to her house. And so it really truly was a big Thanksgiving with Mitchell's family and my family for at least 10 years. And then once my grandfather passed and my grandmother, you know, kind of got sicker, then Mitchell's mom picked up the mantle and started saying, okay, Thanksgiving is my holiday.
Yeah.
And so then we were going over her house up until, like you said, Kiran, I said, okay, you know, I was spoiled. And so I would just go over his mom's house and pack food home. And then 2019, I was like, okay, you know what? I want to cook at home.
Yeah.
And we still went over there. But then 2020 really made me cook at home. And so we just, you know, decided to start doing our own tradition where we're together. And so I will have to say, although this isn't a Christmas show, where Mitch and I made a decision that Christmas would just strictly be us
at home
and our family. And so Thanksgiving is still kind of like the traveling holiday. However, I do cook at home, and I, you know, do make sure that there's something here, and then we eat here first as a family.
Yeah.
And so just trying to create that tradition. But Thanksgiving is a holiday that's so special because it's that time that you pause and thank God for everything that you have. And it's the time to really pause and think about you're blessed because you have family and friends. And I heard someone say, I can't remember who it was, Kiran, but they said, you're rich if you have family and friends to celebrate with. Yes. And that's, my heart is full around that time because I'm rich with family and friends, you know. I know that I can go over to your house and my in-laws and my moms, and you know, some people don't have that. So absolutely, I definitely think that Thanksgiving is about family, but you know, like we said, creating our own family memories. And so me just doing better, not being
Yes.
lazy and cooking at my own house. And I'm with
Yes.
you on the dressing. I may try it, but I'm not going to try it at Thanksgiving. That's not the time to try it. So I'm not going to try it on Thanksgiving, but I'm going to try it.
Yes,
So
yes, yes, absolutely.
thinking
Absolutely.
about Thanksgiving and being thankful, you know, we mentioned all these special memories and about what we remember. What are some of the things that you are thinking about that you're so thankful for in 2021?
Um, so of course, thankful to God who's the head of my life. No, seriously, I am
Yeah.
thankful for God. I'm thankful for who He is in my life. And when I say that, I'm not saying that to be funny. I am so serious. I'm thankful for who He is in my life, and I'm just thankful for life.
Yeah.
Of course, thankful as far as for my husband and my children and my family and my friends. But without God, it would be none of them, and it wouldn't be any me. So I am truly, truly thankful for God. And I know a lot of times when we think about, what we're thankful for, it's always like, oh, the good things, like, oh, thankful for my job, and I'm thankful for money, thankful for clothes and my house and my cars and my dogs and cats and all of that. But when I was really sitting there thinking about what I'm thankful for, one of the things that actually stood out was that I am thankful for my heartaches, and I'm thankful for my pains, my issues, and the things that that God has allowed me to go through these past few years. And a lot of times we get so caught up in what's going on when we're not counting it all joy.
That's
We
good.
actually do have to count it all joy. We have to be thankful, first of all, that God allowed us to go through. He chose us to go through certain things, certain issues, certain uh just things as far as problems, troubles, whatever it is. He allowed us to go. He allowed us to experience some heartaches and some pain. But at the end of it all, he did not just take us to it, but he brought us all the way through it. And then on top of that, as a benefit of it, or as a result of it, it's made us stronger. So for me personally, the things that I've gone through, it has made me stronger. It has built my faith in him, because if I didn't go through it, I wouldn't pray anymore. I would be praying a whole lot less, because I'm thinking like, why am I praying? I got it. But it causes you to be on your knees. It causes you to know who God is in your life. It causes you to recognize who he is and who is in control. Guess who's not in control? Me. So
Right.
it allows me, exactly. It allowed me to draw closer to him. So I'm thankful for family and friends and my loved ones and everything that God has blessed me with. But I really am thankful for the things he has allowed me to go through. So thankful for my good days, but I am also thankful for my not so good days. Now, don't get me wrong here. I'm not speaking not so good days, but the ones that he has allowed me to go through, I'm thankful for those as well.
That's
What
good.
about
I
you,
agree with
girl?
that. That's a
What?
sermon. That's good, because people don't think about that when they say, I'm thankful for the sun and the rain. It's in
Yeah.
the rain is when it's being watered. So it
And
can
washed away,
grow
child. Washed
and
away.
wash away.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I think it said rain only matters to those that have seed in the ground.
Yeah.
And so when you're going through, situations, something beautiful is often birthed out of that.
Yes.
So I definitely agree. It's not a good feeling, but I would have to agree. And I'm so glad that you brought that up, and it makes me think about things different, like
Yeah.
why I'm grateful for, heartaches and pains, because
Yeah.
it develops your character. I
It
know,
does. It does.
I have to say that during this pandemic, 2020 and 2021, I have grown so much as a person. Like I've done
Mm-hmm.
so much inner work,
Mm-hmm.
reflection on who I am.
Yeah.
And, I really used to be where I did so much for other people. I was just running and running, like whatever people asked me to do, I would do it. And I did not know how tired I was until March 2020 hit. And I remember that second week. The first week, it was kind of like a lot of fear. Like, what's the pandemic? I can't go outside. We can't go to church. We can't,
Right.
But that second week, it really hit me when I was able to sleep, because I was always busy on Saturday. Like Mitchell and I's thing was, we don't never get time off. We're at church or we're at work. Like there's no time.
Right.
And we had time, and I was like, oh my God, I don't know what it's like to lay in my bed on a Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I did so much inner work on myself, reflection. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the character development. I'm thankful for the growth. I'm thankful to be able to be reflective and see where I've made mistakes, see where I've needed deliverance, see where I wasn't a good person, that I needed to change, see where I was struggling with, offense and grudge. And, God really began to help me see me. And I was like, I don't like what I see, and I was able to do that inner work and come out of it better. So I'm very thankful for character development, for growth, and really beginning to let go of baggage, like things that I thought I couldn't live without or couldn't do without. 2020 showed me, you can live without that. You don't have to have that. You don't have to be around that person. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that, and I became closer to myself. And now I'm thankful because God only allows me to do things that's purposeful. So if it's not benefiting my purpose, if it's not aligned with my purpose, then I don't do it. And I'm very grateful for that. And I'm still continuing to grow. Sometimes that old man be like, girl, you can do that for them. And then my new man is like, no, you can't. So I'm just grateful for that. So I'm glad that you mentioned like the heartaches and the pains, because that's where our character is really developed. And ultimately, I want to be the best version of myself that I can possibly be. So I'm grateful for that.
Absolutely. And it's funny that you say that as far as being the best version of me, that's one of the things that I'm thankful for. Me.
Yes.
I'm thankful for me. Yes, God has created me. He's created me differently from everybody else. So even like you say, during this time, it was 2020, it was a whole lot of ups and downs. But the funny thing, it was a lot of ups and downs with me in here.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Girl, you better just preach. It's like
ups and downs with me in here. And God, I've shared a whole lot of things with you during this time. And when I tell you, he's revealed so much about me and things that I haven't dealt with, that I thought I dealt with, whatever. Things that I thought didn't bother me. And guess what, girl? That does bother you, or whatever. So, God actually, have whatever cliche you want to use. He pulled the rug from under me. He pulled the sheet off. He peeled off the layers, whatever. He did that thing. And it was funny because a lot of times God doesn't prepare you for the peeling. It's like he just start peeling. You like, wait a minute.
I wasn't ready for that.
Let me cover up. Right. And he's snatching it off. And that's how it was as far as with me. But then I got settled in me, and I'm content with me. And I thank God for me and how he's building me. And a lot of times we get around other people and, we aspire to be great. We have our mentors. We have some people who were like, oh, I wish I could be like her. Or it's a lot of good things in her, but at the end of the day, it's still you. I can pull a little bit from you, Irene. I could pull a little bit as far as from my favorite, Lady Hudson. I could pull a little bit as far as from my mom, from my sister and friends and those that are around me. But at the end of the day, I can't be none of them. I can only be me. So he has allowed me to embrace me. So I'm thankful for self. Now don't get me wrong. Some days I do get up like, girl, who are you? but
But it's a good journey, really finding who you are.
Yes. I quickly get over it. And then there's a lot of times, and I used to hear people say this, well, you got to get up, you got to tell yourself you beautiful. You got to get up, you got to tell yourself you doing it. Girl, I'm doing it. I think I could be a little conceited sometimes. Girl, you fine. Girl, you look
You
good.
are fine, friend. You fine, girl.
I be telling myself that.
You fine.
I be telling, and it's one thing when somebody else tells you that, but it's on a whole nother level when you tell yourself and you receive
it is
from yourself. You know what I mean? It's okay, if your husband like, oh baby, you look good. Your girlfriends tell you look good. Somebody on the street saying you look good. But then when you look yourself in the mirror and you say you look good, because the outside, because most people only see the outside, but the inside.
Yeah.
I still look good. I'm still a work in progress, but I'm thankful for self.
No, I think that's good. And it's important to be thankful for yourself and the journey that you're on.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound shallow, but I'm thankful that during this time, okay, you guys, I did indulge in social media and I found these Black women that were really into luxury items. Yeah. And I didn't know this group existed, like Black Girl Luxe and all this.
I gotta write that down. Black Girl Luxe. All right.
Yeah. So I have really, I've always been a product junkie.
Yeah.
Since a child, I was the one with all the lip smackers and all of that. Like I was addicted early on. And, when Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret came out, I was addicted to that. I still am, but and even like skincare. So most you don't know, I struggle with cystic acne. So I am very, very cautious with what I put on my skin, everything, because any wrong move, it will break me out. I can't do too much dairy, it will break me out. So learning all that. So I said all that I didn't know there was so many luxury skincare out there. I was just like, using whatever the dermatologist prescribed. Right. Proactive was my best friend for years. Yeah. But now a whole new world has been opened to me with luxury skincare, and I gladly walked in the door. And so I find myself pampering myself more. So really, with you saying, loving yourself more, thanking God for yourself. Yes. I'm thankful that I'm blessed to be able to buy the skincare that I desire, that I need to, divulge into more luxury items. Yeah, I have y'all, my phone, I have this long wish list of things that I want and things that I need. And today I indulged in some shopping before I had to teach later on tonight. But I felt so good about it. It was like I saved my money. I knew what I wanted to get. I wrote everything down. Sephora was having they have a semi-annual sale. So I wrote what I wanted down. I knew how much my discount was going to be. I saved my gift card that I had. So I shopped smart. Right. But I was able to really buy some things that I wanted. And I was proud that I didn't buy another perfume. And I was going to, but I didn't buy another perfume. I slowly backed away. It was tempting, but I was like, no, I came here for these 5 items. I'm going to purchase these 5 items. And so I have to agree with you. I'm thankful for myself. I'm thankful for the journey and really saying, hey, you deserve to buy luxury products if that's what you want. And I look at it more like self-care, and it helps my mental health as well. And I'm okay with that. Before I used to be like, oh, I can't indulge in that. Yes, I'm going to do it. I save my money. And so, but I'm thankful that I've even came to that realization and found my inner bougie girl. And she's here, and I'm happy with that. I used to be like, oh, no.
You said, I'm here. She's here.
All right. So I'm thankful that I'm okay with that. And always, as always, I will share whatever products I'm using. It's not a secret. Hey, I found out by scrolling, and you can find out. But
Yeah.
I'm thankful for that. And I'm thankful that I have a husband that is like, baby, buy what you want to buy. If you want to buy the $48 face wash, then buy the $48 face wash. So, I'm thankful for that
I hear
as
you.
well.
Look, the $48 face. Don't get, because I love my Fenty, and that whole the whole cleansing routine. It's like $30 for each of them. And when I tell you, and they say all you need is a dab,
no, that I do.
Baby,
I stretch my
baby.
stuff. But that I do. I'm with you. I stretch it. I stretch it.
Look at me.
I stretch it. No, I agree.
Yes.
I stretch it. I do. I stretch it. I'm not overindulgent with that. I stretch it. Because I know I'm like, hey, I'm gonna need this to last me 3 months. I need 90 days out of all of this. So I get it. I get it. And I do love Fenty.
Yeah.
I do love Fenty.
Yes.
But I think that being thankful, like before we started recording, Kiran said some amazing things about, we're all thankful for our family and our friends and the shelter, our cars, the things that we have, but those hard things and those things that we had to come into grips with, and which is why we're sharing it, because relationships and your personal relationship with yourself is not always pretty. It takes a while to get to that place of peace and pure joy and pure satisfaction. And it's a struggle, like Kiran said, it's a struggle every day. But I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful that God has created me to be who I am. And I'm excited about the me that I'm about to become. So I'm excited about that.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. So besties out there, we hope that you all will take the time to do the same thing, as far as just to sit back, just take a mental journey through this past year. You don't have to go back 3 or 4 years. Just look at 2021, the end of 2020, during this time, and just meditate and think about what you're thankful for. And then we want to hear from you all. We want to hear from you all what you're thankful for in this season. And do us a favor. Do us a favor. On YouTube, our YouTube watchers, if you can just comment, let us know in the comments what you are thankful about. And we got something special for you all. Besties, we got something special for you all. We have a giveaway. We have a giveaway for all of our besties out there. Only thing you have to do is just comment below and let us know what you are thankful for during this season, or just thankful for, period. Again, comment below letting us know what you're thankful for, and you'll be entered into our drawing for a Visa gift card, because a Visa gift card is always in order, and you can use it for yourself during this holiday season, or you can use it to purchase something for someone else, be a blessing to someone else. So again, only thing you have to do is just comment below on what you are thankful for. And what we are going to do on November the 30th, we're actually going to draw a name or select a name. We will post who actually wins, and then we will also contact the winner directly. I hope that sounds good to you all. Again, please like, subscribe to YouTube, to Apple, to Spotify, to Google Chromecast. Am I saying it right? To Google Chromecast.
All the streaming platforms.
Yes, like us on Facebook and also on Instagram, the Bestie Advice. Any last minute words, friend?
I'm happy about this giveaway. This is our way of giving back to you for the holidays and rocking with us. And we're excited about season 2. We have so many great things in store. And Kiran and I, we love our platform. We love our besties. And we just want to show you, this is one way to show you, how much we appreciate you. So, and make sure you stay tuned, because season 2 starts on Monday, November 29th.
Yes.
And we have some good stuff coming your way.
Yes, we do. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Bye, besties.
Bye, besties. And again, happy holiday to each and every one of you all. See you later.
Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.